Thank you for joining me in the 249 Marathon Project Week 10 Training Sessions video. In this video, I'll discuss all of next week's training sessions, give you a brief update on where I'm at the minute. If you stick around to the end for a few minutes with the coach, I'll go through my fueling strategy the night before and the morning before my long runs. Just a wee note here, if you are following along on the 249 Marathon Project, you enjoy this content, you like running, maybe you're training for a marathon yourself, I would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just something that you could do, a little thing that puts this project in front of more people, holds me a little bit more accountable, and makes it just that little bit more achievable for me. So let me start with what this week 10 should have been like if I was feeling up to par and things were the way they were for London in 2023 and Manchester earlier this year in 2024. If I was feeling the way I was in those training blocks, this would have been a 95 mile or 153 kilometer week. I don't feel that I can put in that kind of volume at this point. And because it's week 10, I do not feel like I will make up for it in later weeks. I think I will just adjust my plan as I go here. That being said, I do have a blood test scheduled for Friday, week 10, and I would hope to have results from that blood test relatively straight away. So I should have a recovery plan in place if I'm not already on the way there now with my iron supplements and what have you. So it'll just answer a lot of questions for me. Okay, so straight into the sessions. Monday is a no running day, as is normal. I will probably go for a walk, try to get my 10,000 steps. I will do my strength and conditioning, but it will be all low intensity stuff. Tuesday is a 6 mile or 10K tempo run. The objective is to hit 640 or below per mile. At the moment, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be fit for that or not. That's the aim. That's the target. I will try to hit the target. Wednesday is the first of what would have been 3 20-milers this week. It is the first of only 2. So this week it is 24 on Wednesday or 39 kilometers. That's a hefty midweek run. The objective is to run the rest of the week on fatigued legs. That will certainly be the case. Thursday is a 14-miler or 23K steady effort run. So steady effort, comfortably hard. The beauty of steady effort and perceived effort is that pace isn't the objective, it's effort. Okay, so it will be comfortably hard, be a little bit faster than an easy run, actually a good bit faster than an easy run, but not quite a tempo pace or race pace or anything like that. So Friday is my typical social run. I don't have a social group this upcoming Friday, so it'll be a relatively easy 5K. However, what I do have is my blood test scheduled for week 10's Friday, and that will be the real test. that will tell us a lot about where I'm at and how I'm going to approach the remainder of this training block. Hopefully, it's pretty straightforward, but I won't know anything until after that. Saturday is the second of 2 20-milers this week. It is literally a 20-miler or a 32-kilometer run. Straightforward, easy effort, nothing particularly strange about it. And Sunday is a 10-miler or 16K. Once again, easy effort. So this is all about volume. There is a little bit of intensity in this week with a steady run and a tempo run, but the main objective for this week is once again volume. Thanks for sticking around to this section of the video, a few minutes with the coach. Today I'll just discuss a little bit about how I go about fueling my long runs, particularly when I'm trying to cut weight. So that's a very fine line. Okay, I don't want to put on weight, and I know I burn more calories when I'm doing a long run. However, I feel that if I consume anywhere near the calories that I'm told from Garmin or MyFitnessPal or whatever, from my exercise, if I try to consume those, it's way off, and I will be putting on weight. So that said, when it comes to carb loading, I don't change a whole lot. I do change things, but I don't change a whole lot. I typically aim for 40% carbs, 35% protein, 25% fats on a normal everyday week, with a certain kilocalorie goal per day. When it comes to, say, so on a Saturday night, when I'm running my long run on a Sunday morning, on a Saturday night, 100 grams of uncooked pasta is about 350 calories. That's 70 grams of carbs. I would pair that with maybe 2 slices of garlic bread, which is another 200 calories. And with the fish and the butter and the rest of it, I'm getting that up there. It's a fairly substantial meal. Mostly carbs. So it's a real carb loaded meal. However, when it comes to carb loading, I don't, you ask 5 different endurance athletes what's carb loading, you're going to get 5 different answers, right? For me, I don't try to change things up too much. I do put more of an emphasis on carbs when it comes to the meals surrounding my long run, but I'm not going to consume 3,000, 4,000 calories worth of carbs when I'm trying to cut weight. So that's a typical meal for me the evening before. The morning before, I'll have 60 grams of porridge along with 2 slices of toast with peanut butter. In my porridge, I'll probably have honey, cinnamon. I may put some fruit, strawberries, blueberries, whatever we have in the house. That is usually consumed about 2 hours ahead of my run, along with 2 large cups of coffee and about a liter of water. So that's a typical pre-long run breakfast. On the long run, depends what my objective is. If the closer I get to race day, the more I'm going to practice my race day routine on the run, and I'll have a gel every half an hour or so. Okay. When it comes to finishing the long run, I like to have something immediately within the first 10 or 15 minutes. The science says within that first hour is the magic hour to replenish carbs, fats, and protein, and to get that recovery process started. So chocolate milk is perfect, and I would typically have a protein milk or protein shake immediately upon finishing my run. In addition to that, I don't typically have a problem eating within that first hour, so I could, no problem, devour my lunch straight away. That is usually right back to the 40%, 35%, 25% split. So 40 carbs, 35 protein, 25 fats. At that point, it's all about recovery, replenishment, and getting back to feeling, as good as possible, as quick as possible. So that's a few minutes with the coach. Thanks for sticking around. I will be straight in touch with everyone as soon as I get my test results from the blood work. Let's say, like I said before, fingers crossed, it's nothing to worry about, and I can just carry on and get straight back into it, and hopefully my pace starts to pick up as soon as I'm back on track. That said, have a great week. I will see you on Monday with the update from week 9. There's been some pretty good results in week 9, so I'm starting to feel a little bit more encouraged. But here, you'll see it all on Monday. Have a great week. Happy running.